Hi, it's Stella Grizont, and today I want to talk to you about what do you do when your team goes into transition. So maybe there's a reorg, you're getting a new boss, maybe there's a merger, maybe your team is being divided and going to new places. So how do you not go into fear, and how do you actually take advantage of this opportunity? So to kick this off, I want to read a question that really spurred this video from Latressa. So Latressa writes, I'm just going to read it to you guys. Hello, Stella. Thank you for this timely message. She's referring to an email that I just wrote about 4 steps to getting more appreciation. So if you're not on my newsletter, you can subscribe below. So do that. So Latressa writes, thanks for the message. My organization is currently undergoing a full reorg, and this includes my getting 3 new bosses. So although I have a reputation for being a hard worker, I'm curious to know how I can best be viewed as a leader for future promotions and opportunities. Great question. So how, basically, if you're getting a whole new boss, or 3 in her case, you have to kind of resell yourself, right? Prove yourself to this new group, and that's a lot of work. So what's the most effective way for you to do that and to take advantage of all these changes? So the first thing I would do whenever there's a change in the air is I would just step back and use this as a moment for reflection, introspection. What do I really want? What responsibilities are most energizing? What responsibilities are least energizing? How might I use my strengths in new ways? Get really clear on those answers and compile a list. The second list I would want you to compile is, what is technically your responsibility now? How have you met those expectations, and how have you exceeded those expectations? And to quantify your value where possible. This will become really useful in giving your current boss talking points and helping promote you to your new team, or to just remind your current boss about your value. So again, use this as a point of introspection, reflection. Introspect, what do I really want? Reflect on, what have I accomplished? What have I achieved? How am I exceeding expectations? And get that down on paper. Because what you're going to do, step number 2, is talk to your current boss, who hopefully is an advocate for you because you've established that you're very valuable, and get as much info as you can. Now, when things are changing, your boss may not have a lot of information. They may be just as much in the dark as you are. So tread lightly, because they also may be in fear-based mode too. So the best way that I would approach your boss or your future bosses is, first is to come up with your list of questions, obviously, about the change. When is it happening? What's involved? What's driving the change? What is the new vision for the team, the organization, the group? What do they hope to achieve? And then, have a conversation about, how can I be of service to you in this transition? What would be most supportive to help you integrate all this new information to facilitate all these changes? So I would ask your existing bosses, if you're in touch with your new bosses, reach out to them and say, I'm excited to be working with you. I understand this is a big transition. I'm here for you. Here's some ideas on how I might be able to support you. If you have any other ones, send them my way. And let's grab lunch, when you have a chance. So that's step number 2. And then step number 3 is to make it clear, and to make a clear request of how you would like to navigate this change, right? So you've gone ahead, you've asked, you've gathered as much information as possible about this transition. You've offered to be of service. Now let's make a clear request on what you would like to do and how you would like to contribute, laddering that up to what the overall objectives are for the organization or the team, or whatever you heard might be kind of the instigator for this change. So that might look like, for example, let's just say there's a merger and one company has a poor work culture and another company has an awesome, robust culture that really invests in people and develops people, and people are really loyal. So let's say you want a role in learning and development. So you would say, I see an opportunity here with this reorganization, with this merger, to really amplify the goodness of what's going right in organization B, and to really elevate that to this new set of employees, which is currently struggling with workplace culture. I would like to take the lead on that initiative. Are you aware of any ways that I might do that? Who might I talk to? How might we job craft that together so that I can really play a leadership role in this opportunity? So I hope that's helpful. Let me just recap those tips for you. So if there's a transition in the air, it's best to, one, do some introspection and reflection. So get clear on what it is that you really want, what new responsibilities, what do you want to release, and to make a clear list of what your current role has been to date, how you've achieved and met those expectations and exceeded those expectations, so that you can give that information readily to your advocates and to your future bosses. Number two is to get as much information as possible as to the nature of this transition, what's driving it, what's the timing, what are the new expectations, and to be of service to the stakeholders, your old boss, your new bosses, to really ask how you might support them in this transition. And number three is to make your request of what it is that you want known. This isn't about, oh, if there's a way. No, this is about saying, here's the opportunity to achieve your business objectives, and here's the role that I see myself playing. How might we start to make a plan for this, or how might I go about exploring this opportunity? So I hope that was helpful, and definitely write me and let me know whatever questions you have. I love answering them. Let me know what you've done to successfully transition during reorgs, because I'm sure that would be helpful to anyone watching this video. So leave a comment, and if you have any more questions, you can write me, stella@whoopa.com. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. We're just getting it started, and it's only going to get better and better and better. And that's it. Thanks.